Hey guys, I'm back with part two of the list like I promised. Um, Here we are again with the cool, forgotten cars of the 90's and 2000s. Are there any cars in here that you owned, that you liked, that you wish you owned? Let me know in the comments. I'd really like to interact with you guys. I actually owned the first car on this list. Bought it at an auction, and it blew up on the way home with my mom driving it. So, check out the list. See you on the other side.
The first car on today's list is the Saturn Vue Redline. This is a car I personally owned and thought was cool even though mine was a big piece of junk. This vehicle was Saturn's first and only attempt at creating a performance SUV variant. The engine in this Saturn was sourced from Honda. That engine being the Honda J35. An engine known for its reliability. The J-series engine used in this Saturn produced 257 horsepower, which was 100 more horsepower than the base model Vue. This power plant gave the Vue Redline the ability to travel 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 7 seconds. This version of the Vue would set you back $30,000. Which when calculating for inflation would be nearly $50,000 in 2023. And after owning one of these vehicles, I can confidently say they aren't worth that much money. The next car on today's list is the 2005 Ford Thunderbird 50th Anniversary Edition. This was the last year that Ford produced the Thunderbird, and only 1,500 50th Anniversary Thunderbirds were produced in 2005. The car's design was inspired by the original Thunderbird, thus, they all were given V8 engines and convertible tops. The car was elegant and sporty, as it was packed to the gills with the finest technology that the early 2000s had to offer. Including a Jaguar-sourced V8 engine called the AJ35. The Jaguar-sourced engine produced a respectable 280 horsepower. Those 280 horsepower helped the Thunderbird accelerate quickly to 60 miles per hour in just over 6 seconds, and considering the car weighed almost 3,500 pounds, that is a pretty impressive number. The demise of the car was its high price tag, which was almost $40,000. Adjusting for inflation, in today's money, that would be almost $65,000. With the price being so high, there is no reason to wonder why the car didn't sell as expected, and had to be cancelled. Next on the list is the Pontiac Solstice GXP. The Solstice was a cool car built by Pontiac that only lasted 3 model years. It only stayed in production from 2007 to 2009. The Solstice was well equipped with a 2-liter Ecotec engine with a twin-scroll turbocharger, a limited slip differential, and direct injection. This engine boasted 260 horsepower and propelled the GXP quickly to 60 miles per hour in just over 5 seconds. This was one of the more popular cars on the list and sold fairly well, but unfortunately General Motors discontinued the Pontiac brand in 2010. The Solstice was priced around $28,000 when well equipped, which when taking into account for inflation that would be around $40,000 today. I wonder how strong sales would be if the car sold today. The next car on today's list is the Mitsubishi Galant VR4. A car originally built to comply with the new regulations in the Group A World Rally Championship. The VR4 package added a turbocharged 4G63 engine with 200 horsepower as well as real-time all-wheel drive and 4-wheel steering. The car was very nimble for its size and could accelerate quickly. The performance suspension along with its turbocharged engine helped the VR4 stay planted in the turns while also giving it a 0 to 60 time of 6.5 seconds. The VR4 package was not cheap as it added almost every luxury item that you could get from Mitsubishi back in the 1990s, as well as all the performance parts previously mentioned. Making its sticker price over $21,000, which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when you adjust for inflation, that would be almost $50,000 in today's money. Do you think the VR4 package made this Mitsubishi worth that money? I am not certain that it does, but this is still one cool car nonetheless. The last car on today's list, and my personal favorite car from the list, is the Dodge Daytona IROC RT. This car was produced in very limited numbers. It was a special car, because it had a Lotus tuned, 4-cylinder, turbocharged engine that produced 225 horsepower. Less than 250 of these cars were produced by Dodge. The car was built on Dodge's G platform, which had a short wheelbase of only 97 inches. The short wheelbase, along with the car being fitted with a performance suspension, made the IROC RT a very capable handling car. The handling paired with the turbocharged engine tuned by Lotus gave this car a 0 to 60 time of 5.5 seconds. That was incredible for the early 90s. The price tag in 1993 was $22,000, which when adjusting for inflation would make this car $46,000 today. These cars are very rare to see. Have you ever seen one? Is it worth the money?
There you have it, guys. Part 2 is in the books. So now the list of my top 10 cars from the 90s and 2000s is complete. I hope you liked it. Please like, share, subscribe, do all the stuff that YouTubers say. I really want you to comment more than anything, though, because I want to interact and see if you guys actually like what I'm making. I spent a lot of time doing it. It's not easy for a beginner, but I just want to see if you guys like the cars, like the content, if you enjoy anything. But anyway, have a good day.